Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's Dan, and you're listening to
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, boys and girls. It's 8:30 a.m. Central European Time on this, the 12th of June, on Friday!
It's Friday!
Ah, yeah. Oh, we made it, Dan. Thank God. What a week. How are you doing in there, sir?
I'm happy that it's Friday, so
Me too, dude. Me too. Have you got any plans for the weekend?
I think you know my plans.
Well, I know your Saturday plan. Saturday, we're going for lunch.
I think I will go running with my friends on Sunday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Why? You're going to go running?
Yes, because we are masochistic. So.
Like a Sunday morning jog anywhere special? La Sierra or something like that?
No, we don't have a place yet.
Okay, cool. Oh, look at that. I'm surprised, Dan. Pleasantly surprised. Good for you. My plans, as you know, tonight, a few beers. Tomorrow, lunch with you. And Dave and Andrea and a few other people. And then Saturday night, maybe a quiet one round at Andrea's house. That's the plan. Let's see what happens, though. Let's see who's joining us live in the audience, shall we? We've got Vero here immediately. How are you doing, Vero? She says, good morning, beautiful bohemians around the universe and beyond. Friday. Oh, yeah. Min's with us. What's he running from? Yeah, it's a good question. What is he planning on doing on Sunday morning that would require a swift escape? If you own a bank or a post office, lock your doors. If you want to join our live audience, if you want to be as cool, as sexy, as handsome, as charming, as influential, as intellectual as our live audience, of course you can join us on twitch.tv twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Of course, as always, you can interact with the show outside of our lifetimes on my Instagram, which is @professional bohemian. Or if you're extra specially cool, sexy and charming, you can join me on my Patreon where you get all the VODs and all the links that I use in the show. A quiet one at Andy's house? Is that possible, says Min? Yes, it is. We're all old now. It's just, we'll play board games until we feel our eyes closing, which will happen around 9 p.m. And then we'll all meander home. Artemisa's with us. Good morning, Rob, Dan the Radio Man, and all the charming, cheerful bohemians. Of course, Artemisa, fresh back from a trip to Asturias. You ever been to Asturias, Dan?
No.
No, I have. But you know what I always thought would be a great holiday in Spain? Is to do a gastronomic tour of all the comunidades and eat each community's special dish. Of course, in Asturias, it would be a fabada. In Galicia, probably pulpo, right? Pulpo a la gallega. In Madrid, cocido. Oh, God. I'm getting hungry. You can tell I haven't had my breakfast, right? Min says, you might be old. Those two little gremlins ain't. That's true, actually. That's true. Andy's kids will. And I think Alberto's taking his daughter, so he's going to be quite a loud one, I imagine. All right, should we get into the show, see what's coming up in today's episode? It's a good one today. Again, I'm not sure if we've done this one before on the show. If we have, it was many, many, many moons ago. We're talking about bathing today. Bathing, but bañarse. You know, not ir a nadar. Or sunbathing. Tomar el sol. We're talking about bathing as in a delivery method for cleanliness, right? So we're talking about bathing today. And we asked our 100 humans, name something you might use or take into the bath. Nombra algo que podrías usar o llevarte a la bañera. And today's unpopular opinion... Baths. Sorry, that's my accent. Baths. Baths are gross. Obviously, right, Dan? Obviously gross. You don't understand, do you?
I mean, I understand, but I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay, well, we'll get into it in a little while. First of all, as we are wont to do on these end-of-week episodes, I'm going to turn to Dan to choose the news. You've got 4 options today, Dan.
The paradox of choice.
The paradox of choice. Too many options. Okay, we can talk about how humans walk. We can talk about crows, cuervos. We can talk about skilled workers, trabajadores calificados. or we can talk about octopuses. Talking about pulpo a la gallega, right? Or we can talk about octopuses. What would you like to choose?
I would say, I know it's gonna be an AI one,
Go on.
but I'm gonna say crows.
Crows. It's not AI. Congratulations, Dan. Woo! Well done, well done. As you know, I do slip in the AI news just to see if he'll choose it. Okay, so here we go. This is some uplifting news. A woman who rescued injured crow keeps getting thank you gifts from other birds. Una mujer que rescató a un cuervo herido sigue recibiendo regalos de agradecimiento de otros aves. Have you ever heard about this phenomenon before?
I think so, yes.
Apparently it's quite well documented, right? Where crows in particular, if you kill a crow, crows will attack you. Not just like the ones that saw it either. They seem to communicate with each other. And also if you save or help crows, they seem to communicate in their communities, and they will leave you gifts and just generally accompany you and things like that. It's really weird. I love this. I would love to have a pet crow, Dan. Just mainly because I was raised in the 90s and I'm still a little bit goth at heart. I would love to have a pet crow.
But haven't you heard about the idiom?
What idiom?
Cría cuervos y te sacan los ojos.
Raise crows and they'll eat your eyes out.
Yes.
That's an idiom, is it?
Yes.
What's this supposed to mean? Is that like a warning against having children or something?
Que no te fíes de las cosas.
Ah, okay. Typical pessimistic Spanish. Raise crows and they'll eat your eyes. Okay, perfect. They'll peck your eyes out.
And now you want to raise...
Yeah, I would definitely have a crow, man. 'Cause, you know, you can train them to speak and everything. They're really intelligent. But obviously, as Dan says, they might peck your eyes out. Thanks, Dan, for sharing your Spanish wisdom there. Leah Wilson rescued an injured crow after noticing a flock in distress and realizing one bird was trapped in her home's eaves throw. I'm not sure what an eaves throw is, if I'm honest with you. With no ladder available, she asked nearby firefighters for help. They successfully freed the crow. Leah then drove the injured bird to a wildlife rehabilitation center where she felt an immediate connection when it held onto her finger. A few days after the crow was released back into the wild, Leah says a crow dropped a small feathered bundle at her feet, which felt like a thank you gift. Since then, Leah says crows have continued leaving small items, including sticks, moss, and even a small bird's nest. Can I be honest with you? What a pain in the ass. It's not like they're leaving money. You know what I mean? If they were leaving something of any value, great. Okay. Now this is my typical British cynicism, isn't it? Okay, sorry, Dan. I can't criticize Spain for being pessimistic and then be all British all over the place. Okay. She now sees the birds regularly on walks with her dog and says they often follow along as if greeting a friend. Leah views the experience as part of a deeper relationship with the natural world. She can even identify the crow she helped rescue because it now has a metal band on its leg. For Leah, the story is not just about one act of kindness, but about connection, community, and the unexpected bonds that can form between humans and animals. Yeah, I don't know. There's something quite special about the crow, I think. They're popularized for being possibly one of the most intelligent birds. Why are you laughing, Dan? I'm not talking about the 90s movie series, The Crow. Have you ever seen The Crow, Dan?
I don't know which series.
Oh, dude, it's well, the first one was a movie. The other two aren't that good. I think there might actually be 3 now. But the first one was legendary because the lead actor, Bruce Lee's son. You know who Bruce Lee is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Bruce Lee's son, he died on set, so they had to finish the film using parts that were filmed as extra material. But a great soundtrack, 9 Inch Nails, dude. Oh God, yeah, a great soundtrack. You'll love it for the soundtrack alone. My bet. So yeah, a famed bird for its intelligence, and obviously, a lot more going on there in that bird community than we might have perhaps first guessed. I'm seeing a comment from Min here. We'll get into it when we get into our unpopular opinions. Okay, Dan. Next piece of news. Are you going to avoid the AI news again? Let's see. How humans walk, skilled workers, or octopuses?
Octopuses.
AI company. No, I'm joking. You did it again, Dan. You avoided the AI news. Give yourself a round of applause. Look at you. Can you guess which one was the AI news?
How humans walk.
It wasn't. In fact, today there was no AI news. Oh dear. So, octopus surge spreads up the UK coast as far as Scotland, a study finds. La expansión de los pulpos llega por la costa de Reino Unido hasta Escocia, según un estudio. Of course, they're not stupid. Apparently, they're very intelligent animals. They're thinking, they don't eat us here. Let's go. They have to deal with the weather and the grumpiness, but it's worth it for not being eaten. Record numbers of octopuses are now being seen far beyond southwest England, with sightings spreading as far as Wales and Scotland. According to a new study, researchers say the boom in common octopus numbers is likely linked to warmer seas and changing marine conditions, after the surge was first recorded in 2025 off Devon and Cornwall, which is in the south west of England, if you didn't know. Scientists supported by observations from divers and snorkelers describe it as an unusually large bloom that is already reshaping life in UK coastal waters. The impact is being felt both economically and ecologically. For many shellfish fishers, the rise in octopus numbers has been devastating. The animals prey on crabs and lobsters, sometimes directly from fishing pots. So this is great. This is how clever octopi. No, it's not octopi, it's octopuses. It's how clever the octopus is. It will actually fish from the human crab pots. So it'll be like, perfect. They've collected them all for me. Wonderful. At the same time, others have profited from booming octopus catches, with one Devon market recently selling a record 100 tons in a single day. Do you feel guilty eating octopus, Dan? No, not all. They're very intelligent animals, eh? Very intelligent. But I'm going to be honest. It's far outweighed by how delicious they are for me. I would love to be more conscious, but they are so good. There's a place in in the north of Spain, in Galicia, called Melide, famed for having the best octopus. Oh, dude. So when I'm doing the Camino, I always make sure my overnight stop is in Melide and eat my fill of octopus. Anyway, sorry, if you're particularly ecologically minded, you probably don't want to hear that. Let's continue. Researchers say the influx is also disturbing the wider marine food web, as octopuses both prey on other species and become prey themselves for animals such as seals, conger eels, and rhesus dolphins. There you go. Octopus is surging in the UK, and those of us here that actually eat octopus, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Let's just check in with the chat. No AI news, Rob. You know you can DM me when something is wrong. Look, dude. I mean, Dan hates it when I do the AI news, so I have to take mercy on him, especially on a Friday at the end of a difficult week. All right, friends, there you go. Let's go to today's 100 Humans.
Unpopular opinion.
Sorry, Dan, you're right. I'm wrong. See, you can tell it's been a long week. So today's unpopular opinion, thank you, Dan. At least one of us is on fire today. Is that baths are gross, right, Dan? Baths are gross. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think so.
You don't think so? They're not gross. You know, whirlpools and hot tubs. Have you ever heard about what's it called? Folliculitis. Oh, wait, sorry. Dan, someone's come in to disrupt Dan. Have you ever heard of folliculitis?
No.
You may know it by its more common term, hot tub folliculitis. It's caused by a bacteria and it results in red bumps or pus-filled blisters. Legionnaire's disease can be caused by whirlpool baths and hot tubs. Pontiac fever, a milder flu-like illness, can be caused by whirlpool baths and hot tubs. Gastroenteritis, norovirus, leprosis, swimmer's ear. Obviously, more of a case of something that can be suffered with natural pools, spas, or open waters. But household baths? What's wrong with a household bath? You know, apart from urinary tract infections, skin infections, things like that. I mean, perfect. To sit yourself down in lukewarm human soup. Not gross at all, is it, Dan? Throw a few vegetables in there, you can drink it after. Human soup, friends. And we are told, oh God, we are told, aren't we? In such impassioned voices, it's the most romantic thing you can do with a partner. Have you ever had have you ever bathed with someone, Dan?
No.
Romantically?
No.
Yeah, I have. And I had to stow away in the back of my mind the idea that what I was doing was essentially just sitting in sweat and skin particles and dirt with someone else. In someone else's sweat, skin particles and dirt. Gross. It's gross. Yeah, I know you've got your ideas out there. Min says, what's gross about cold human soup? Exactly. How do you think they voted on Instagram? Dan, do you think they said true or false?
I think they said true.
They actually said false, Dan. They're with you. They said they are not gross. Yeah. But now you know that's not true, right, Dan? We'll come back to you to check in at the second part of the show. So most people said false. No, I love to sit in human dirt. That's my favourite thing to do in the world. Like a human pig. Let's do it.
That's not an unpopular opinion. That's opinión de amargado. It's not the same.
Look, I'm just dropping some facts here, Dan. How our marvelous intellectual audience want to take those facts. That's up to them. So the con column. People saying that baths are great. They would argue maybe that relaxation is actually the point of a bath. Warm baths can reduce stress, relax muscles, and provide a rare opportunity to slow down. Yeah, let's forget that, there are literally thousands of other ways to relax that doesn't involve sitting in cold human bacteria. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Marinating yourself in sweat. Great. They can help with aches and pains. Soaking in warm water is often recommended for sore muscles, joint pain, and recovery. God, I wish someone would invent massage. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a soup out of myself. Humans have bathed for thousands of years. Bathing is deeply rooted cultural practice and found throughout history. Longevity doesn't automatically make something hygienic or desirable. I don't see that many of us, with the existence of supermarkets, going out and hunting antelope and deer and dragging the carcass home to our flats to skin and dry the meat. I don't see many of us doing that. Let's not pretend that every historical act has been preserved throughout history, because it clearly hasn't, has it? Baths can improve sleep. A warm bath before bed can help the body relax and prepare for sleep. Same thing can be achieved by a shower, in my mind. I mean, a quick hot shower, raise your body temperature, put you in a relaxed state. They provide mental downtime. Baths often offer a distraction-free environment that encourages reflection, reading, or relaxation. It's amazing how people can just put to one side of their brain that they're sat in what is essentially human dishwater. Gross. I mean, and let's not forget, some people find the idea of just sitting in hot water kind of boring rather than therapeutic. I'm sensing that when Dan takes a bath, he's taking his Nintendo Switch in there.
No, because that's like taking a toast.
Yeah, taking a toaster. Hygiene and relaxation are different goals. A bath isn't necessarily intended to replace a shower. Many people use both. If you need a shower before or after, you might argue that proves the bath itself isn't doing anything, is it? I usually take a shower before and after the bath. Then why the bath? Why the bath? Oh, dear me. All right, let's get into the pro column. Those brave individuals in the face of being outnumbered on Instagram. 48% of people said true. Baths are gross. Baths. Los baños son asquerosos. Baths are gross. You are sitting in your own dirt. After a long day, a bath essentially turns into a tub of sweat, dead skin and body oils, and whatever grime you brought in with you. I mean, Dan, do you wash your vegetables before you cook them? You bought them at the supermarket. Do you wash them before you cook them?
Yes.
Do you just let them sit in a bowl of water, or do you leave them under a running tap? You leave them under a running tap. Yeah, I know you do. Why is that? Because you wouldn't be cleaning them if you were just dunking them and leaving them in a tub of water.
A swimming pool is the same as a bath, but bigger.
It's not. They have chlorine in a swimming pool. They have chemical agents to make it. Yeah, I know, Dan. Look.
Well, I'm not going to put chloro on my bath.
Let's continue. The water gets dirtier the longer you stay. Unlike a shower where water continuously washes contaminants away, bath water remains stagnant. Yeah, what are you? A mosquito that you love spending so much time around stagnant open water? The purpose of a bath, to be fair, is kind of both cleanliness and relaxation. But I find it impossible to think that anyone is really relaxing in a tub of human soup. They're definitely not cleaning. I think we've gotten that idea thoroughly put out of the way. And then we get back to the eternal question of the shared bath, don't we? Oh, let's say it's going to be romantic. We'll have some candles. Using a bath immediately after or with someone else is unhygienic. Even if the tub itself is clean, it's not afterwards, is it? You see that ring of grossness when you empty the tub. You've just been sitting in that, and then when you get out, it clings to your body again. Ugh. Oh. They waste a lot of water. Let's get into a little bit of the ecology of this. A full bathtub can use significantly more water than a short shower. True story. But let's not forget how much it takes to heat all that water. The electricity required. A short shower, a long shower could maybe take as much as a bath, I would imagine. But a short shower is requiring a lot less power and a lot less water. Good for you if you're a showerer, if you're in the shower club. They can feel strangely medieval is point number 5 in the true column. The idea of soaking in standing water can seem outdated compared to modern showers. Yeah. I mean, look, ancient doesn't necessarily mean inferior. It does in this case, but not in every. They're not very efficient. Cleaning yourself while lying down in a tub isn't exactly a streamlined process, is it? You know what? I want to get good clean. I'm going to lay in my own filth and then attempt to clean my body. I mean, come on, are we being real here, friends? Are we really suggesting that a bath isn't gross? Look, the question is not baths are relaxing. That's not the question. The question is, or the statement is, baths are gross. Sitting in a pool of stagnant sweat, body oils, dead skin, and whatever dirt you've brought into, sitting in that is gross by any measure of the imagination. Unless you're a cannibal and what you're looking to make is human soup, throw an onion or two in there, then what we're talking about is quite frankly gross, isn't it? Well, I'm going to ask you, friends. Of course, you're joining us on the ProBoh Show at 8:54 a.m. Central European Time. And that's the question. Baths are gross, true or false? Forget about, I don't want you to be paying too much attention to the urinary tract infections, skin rashes, hot tub folliculitis, Legionnaire's disease, Pontiac fever, all the things you can get from bathing in stagnant hot water. No, forget about that. Just think about what you're actually doing when you're sitting in cold human soup. And tell me, true or false, baths are gross. I will post the poll in the chat and ask you, my friends, my thought leaders, my intelligent, intellectual, influential people in the audience to cast your vote. Don't forget, you can always follow and keep up with the show on my Instagram, which is at @professionalbohemian. You can also join the Vaughan Radio Instagram. I'm currently running that. There's a video of me gone up. Some videos of Julia Linares, videos of Alberto Alonso, and more of the Vaughan stars to come. And finally, don't forget that number 911335833 9113333. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professionalbohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professionalbohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professionalbohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, PROBOH. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's 9 a.m. Central European Time, and you're joining us live on the ProBoh Show, and this, the 12th of June, 2026. It's World Cup season, Dan. World Cup. Did you watch World Cup last night?
No.
I mean, did you even know who played?
Yes.
Who?
Mexico against some African country.
My God! Wow, at least we didn't take it to a racist place, Dan. You could have said, I don't know.
I think it was
some
South Africa.
African country. Oh, jeez.
But because I know that the flag was green, and if the flag is green, it's Africa.
Oh, gee. Shall I find out now? I think
it's South Africa.
I feel obliged to know now. Hang on, wait. 11th of June World Cup. Let's see who it was. If it wasn't an African country, oh my God, dude.
It wasn't in Africa?
Let's see. It was Mexico and South Africa. There you go. We have South African listeners, Dan. You've just alienated them. That's my job.
I knew it because the flag was green. There are no green flags in other countries.
I mean, it's partly green. It's green, red, blue, and black. I speak with some authority, but I do have the flag right in front of me with a yellow line. Anyway, and it was 2 to Mexico, 0 to South Africa, and the world doesn't care. At least we don't on this show, anyway. What did you miss if you just tuned in? Well, we were talking about... Well, actually, it was Dan's pick today, as we often do. He chose to talk about crows. An interesting article about a woman who rescued a crow and kept getting thank you gifts from other birds. Interesting stuff. I've seen videos on YouTube about this phenomena. And I do. It kind of at once warms the heart... And if you've ever seen Alfred Hitchcock's Birds, terrifies you, right? Because if you piss crows off, the same thing will happen. But I've heard that if you attack a crow, they remember, and they'll tell their friends and attack you back. And then we moved into octopuses, how they're spreading up the UK coast as far as Scotland, sending the local food web, the ecosystem, into a bit of chaos there. And then we moved into, again, our unpopular opinion. Oh my God, there she goes dragging chairs. I miss the original Rossi Senior. I apologize for the noise, guys. All right, let's get into it, shall we? So, we were talking about bathtubs being gross. Let's get into some comments that you guys sent. Again, what's gross about cold human soup? Yeah, that kind of sums up my point of view as well. Corporate Alligator says, there are categories on Twitch: pools, hot tubs, and beaches. You know what to do, Rob. Yeah, I'm not going to change the category, I don't think. Vero says, false. Taking a bath is good for your health. I'll just let that sink in. Do you want me to go through the list of illnesses baths can cause? It can also help you unwind and put your ideas in order. Look, it's not... The question isn't baths are not relaxing. I can imagine that being submerged in hot human filth can, for some people, feel quite relaxing. Right? I can imagine that. But but it is gross, isn't it? I mean, we were talking about health issues. Hot tub for folliculitis, Legionnaire's disease, Pontiac fever, urinary tract infections, skin infections. I mean, the list is not endless, but almost, dude. Anyway, let's continue. I don't know why I'm so angry by today's unpopular opinion. It's only about baths. Corporate Alligator says, I don't know, laying in a bath of dirt or sweat, or laying on the sofa after work in your dirt and sweat, what's the difference? Well, the difference is you're not lying on your sofa under the auspices of getting clean, are you? You're lying on your sofa just to relax and sit there and zone out if you're anything like me. You know, but you get in a bath in order to clean yourself. Even if only partially. That's part of the deal, isn't it? And then, you know, getting a little bit more granular, I think it's Legionella bacteria that can be carried in water droplets. So essentially, it just turns the awful bacteria clinging into your body. It aerosolizes it in water droplets, and you breathe it in, and that's how comes you end up with Pontiac fever and respiratory illnesses and things like that. I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, friends. All you bath lovers out there. Look, no judgment. If you enjoy sitting in your own filth, that's cool.
But why do you care what people do in their bathroom?
Because it's what we do on the show, Dan. I sit here, I piss people off for an hour, and then I go into that room and piss you off.
For the
rest of the day. Have I shifted your needle at all? Baths are gross. Tell me, Dan.
Yes, but I don't care.
Yes, but you don't care. Okay, so we've shifted you.
It's been years since I last have a bath.
But you don't care.
No.
All right. Well, look, I can appreciate that. I doff my cap to you, sir.
It lowers your cortisol.
Doesn't make it any less gross, does it?
Well.
All right, let's get into some comments I received on Instagram. I've never understood the appeal of sitting in water that's getting dirtier by the minute. Yeah, that's the truth. Like, the water is clean before you dunk yourself in it like a gross tea bag.
Then the problem is not the bath, it's you. You're the one that's dirty.
Yeah, so take a shower. Take a shower. Equally as relaxing, shorter, better for the environment. And the dirt falls off your body and gets washed away. It doesn't. You don't literally sit in it and soak. You don't marinate yourself in gross human grime, do you? You just, it washes away down the sink. Oh, done. Why am I getting so passionate about this when I really don't care? I don't know. Lauren Westbrook says, that's exactly why I shower first if I'm having a bath. Then why are you having the bath? The bath is for relaxing, not for cleaning. Look, Lauren, you are living in the future, aren't you? You are... I'm sorry, this is my job here, isn't it? I take listeners, I make rude comments at the messages they leave for me, and then they stop listening. Okay, Lauren, look. Most people take a bath for relaxation and cleanliness. That's why there is a soap dispenser on the bath. That's why, you take soap into the bath with you. It's because you're there under the auspices of cleaning. Except for you, Lauren. You, forward thinker who takes a shower and then a bath, begging the question, why take the bath at all? If you want to relax, get a massage. Oh, I'm sorry, Lauren. It's been a long week. Can we get Lauren a ProBoh approved just to try and keep her listening to the show?
ProBoh approved.
Corporate Alligator says here in the audience, he says, I get it, but if you're having a shower in less than 10 minutes, are you really cleaning yourself? Look, how furiously you clean yourself in the shower is not my business. It's not my business. I mean, as long as you're using soap and you're having a good scrub, clean your legs and your feet, you're cleaning yourself, dude. And if you're showering every day, I mean, that's enough. Some people say you shouldn't shower every day. I mean, I do. Twice, usually in the summer, because I'm just such a sweaty mess. Anyway, you don't need to know about my cleanliness habits. I don't want to put you off your breakfast. Let's continue. Milan Radic says, people describe baths as luxurious, but all I can think about is stewing like a human tea bag. I love it. I mean, it is seen as luxurious, isn't it, in a way? I think he's right. There's something that has been romanticized about the idea of a bath. That it's romantic, the perfect place to relax, candles, glass of wine, you know, and it's supposed to be like the peak of relaxation. I don't get it. I mean, okay, I mean, it does offer some kind of offset to the day's wear and tear on your muscles. It does help relax them a little bit. I just can't see how that doesn't happen in the shower as well. I mean, you're hardly in the peak position to clean yourself, are you, when you're laying down? You know? So you go in there with your glass of wine, you know, your rubber duck or whatever bath toy you want. You know, you shampoo, you wash your hair. So you're even taking all the crap off your hair and dumping it into the damn water. And you read your book. The book gets wet. No one's happy. It's just a complete mess. Go on, Dan.
Do people wash their hair while they are taking a bath?
Well, I don't know. My mum used to. Yeah. I mean, Dan, I'm not the person to ask about hair habits.
No, yeah, but...
I mean, look at me. Do I wash my hair in the bath? Because I don't have any. Because most of my hair is below head level. But wash, probably not, because I'm sat there like a human tea bag, aren't I? Again, I have no idea where I'm taking this so seriously. It's Friday show. Celine Boucher, or is it Boucher? I have no idea. Says, I get the argument, but after a stressful day, a hot bath is one of life's greatest inventions. Yeah, I think the inventors of penicillin might have something to say about that, but yeah, thanks. Thanks, Celine. Thanks for your message. One of life's greatest inventions, Dan. Life's greatest inventions. Forget, you know, all the medical advancements we've had over the last 1,000 years. You know, it's definitely baths. Bath is up there. Okay, Celine's never coming back, is she? After a stressful day, a hot bath is one of life's greatest inventions. Celine, have you met alcohol? Everything the bath is doing for you. You know, a glass of wine, rum, whiskey, beer. It's going to do the exact same thing. And with the benefit of not getting a respiratory illness or a skin infection. Go on, Dan. You're gonna
Remember at the beginning of the show, you said you had a hard week.
Yeah.
Imagine you were at the war.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like saying the same.
It's true. I don't have black lung, do I, from my week's work? It's true. Okay, where are we? I get it, but having a shower in less than 10 minutes, you're really cleaning yourself. I learned a lot of people don't clean their legs, says Corporate Alligator. I learned that recently from a black friend. She said white people have the fame of not cleaning their legs, apparently. You clean your legs in the shower, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's easier than cleaning your feet. I have the fear that I'm going to fall over in my advancing years. But I clean my legs. Who's not cleaning the legs, dude? Cleaning your legs is next to your junk. It's just, you know, keep on going. If you're going south, keep on going. Clean your legs, guys. Yeah, I didn't know this, but did you know that we white people have the fame for not cleaning our legs in the shower?
I didn't know it was a white people thing.
Apparently it's a white people thing. Yeah. Clean your legs, guys. Anyway, let's continue. Artemisa, I'd only say that a bath is gross if I found the person inside the bathtub gross. Oh, okay. I'm liking this comment. I'd only say a bath is gross if I found the person inside the bathtub gross. You already had all that grime stuck to your body, so I find it better dissolved in water than stuck to your skin. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, has anyone emptied a bath and seen that ring around the top of the bath and thought, oh, that's nice? No, you clean it off straight away because you know it's gross. And then we all have that thought, hang on a minute, if that's the edge of the bathtub, when I'm getting out and in and out of this bath, is all that stuff still clinging to me? The answer is, yes, it is. Gross, dude. Damn. Should we get to the results of the poll, Daniel? I think we probably should, shouldn't we? All right. So I made the statement. Oh, guys. I made the statement that baths are gross. And you guys said 67% false. Okay, I will raise my hands and bow to your better knowledge, friends. You, unlike me, enjoy being human teabags slowly marinating in your own filth, and it is brilliant. It's not gross. No, look, I get it. It's like I don't have a bath. If I had a bath, I would probably use it. But it is a little bit gross. I can't sit here and lie to you. I do find it a little bit gross. But I wouldn't take a bath to get clean. And my question is, when you take a bath, Dan, is it more for the auspices of cleaning or more for the auspices of relaxation?
It's been years since I last take a bath, but if I had to, I would say relaxation.
Are you just saying that because I've just been sat here making everyone feel bad?
No, but it's true. I mean, I always take showers.
Yeah.
If I had to take a bath, it would be for relaxation.
I wonder if it's more because...
But not because it's gross or not because of the water spending.
Because water bills are expensive. I get that. Yeah. Okay. I see my main exposure to baths, in all fairness, other than those awkward moments where you're with someone who loves baths and like, let's share a bath, and you both squeeze into like two contortionists into a tiny bath. It's the worst. Yeah, my main exposure is from childhood. And I think parents bathe kids, right? Okay, we're in the bath, rubber ducky or bath toys, you know? Parents bathe kids. And it doesn't make it any less gross, does it? So that's everyone's main exposure to baths. And I think we kid ourselves that it's not gross because it's the thing we do to clean our children. I don't know. I don't know what your rationale is, friends. But I'll tell you what I am shocked with. What was yesterday's unpopular opinion, Dan? Can you remember? Yeah, my memory is very short as well, Dan.
No.
All right, let's see if we can find it in the archive. I have convinced you of some very heinous stuff this week, friends. But I can't convince you that sitting in your own sweat and skin cells are gross. Let's see, archive. Okay, so this week, we've turned the tables on money. I've convinced you that money can buy happiness. I've convinced you that... What else did I convince you of? That wedding and engagement rings are an out-of-date concept, but I can't convince you that baths are gross. I feel like a failure, Dan. And on that note, let's go to today's 100 Humans. Conman's here. He says, yo, did you see the World Cup kicked off yesterday? Yeah, it was met with more of a whimper than a bang. I don't see the World Cup excitement as I usually do, Dan. Do you? I mean, I remember it being a big deal for everyone, the World Cup starting. Never for me, because I don't give a damn, but I do remember people being excited about it in the past. I can't name a single person who's talking about it, really. Anyway, yeah, so it did start yesterday. South Africa were playing. Oh, and they got beaten. Sorry about that. Because Con is our South African friend, Dan. Dan has encyclopedic knowledge of African culture and countries.
I just said that their flag was green.
Well done, Dan. All right, it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans and I asked them all a question. Today's question was, name something you might use or take into the bath. Nombra algo que podrías usar o llevarte al baño or a la bañera. Bañera, I pronounce that weird. All right, what do you think, friends? What do you think, Dan? Name something you would take into the bath with you. Shampoo. Ah, see, there you go. You were asking me, do people really clean their hair in the bath? Shampoo. Is shampoo there? shampoo? Yes, it is, Dan. Well done.
Well, then the answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. It is there. It's actually the third most popular answer, with 16 of 100 humans saying shampoo. A big thank you to all of you on Instagram. Feno, Kitty, Carlos, Pedro, Carmen, Ivan Samarov, Ivan GP, Emily, Laucara, Anna Kassan, MP Contel. Well, a lot of you. A lot of you. If I didn't read out your name, Uncle Rob loves you just the same. Dan just held up. What did it say, Dan? You can tell people.
No, because I think that
Live
Carlos,
in your shame, Dan.
I think that Carlos is going to say the same answer.
Let's see what Carlos said. No, he didn't.
Well, then a toaster.
Don't take a toaster into the bath, kids. Don't listen to Dan. Oh my God, I had to take a
You
sip.
don't want them to eat breakfast.
I do, but not to use appliances in the bath, Dan. Come on. All right. So well done. Shampoo is there. Carlos, if we're going to give Carlos his moment. And Feno Kitty had the same answer. A rubber duck. A rubber duck. He actually said something else, but I can't read it on the radio. Is a rubber duck there? Yes, it is. Well done. A rubber duck is there. 7 of 100 humans said a rubber duck. Un patito de goma. A rubber ducky. All right, let's see. Corn in the chat also said rubber ducky. Let's see. We got beaten and got 2 red cards. Did you really? Oh my God. Sorry, dude. Body wash. Look, I'm going to give it. I know it's not exactly the answer I've got on here, Dan, but I'm going to give it because it's as close as possible. Soap is the answer I've got. Jabón or gel de ducha. It's the same thing, isn't it? Body wash. It's there. 22 of 100 humans. The number 1 answer. Don't forget, guys, we're going for our first 5 in a row today. Let's see. A sponge, says Artemisa. There's a very particular kind of sponge made, like, I think you could say, esponja vegetal. Do you know the name for in English for esponja vegetal? It's kind of tougher and you can use it for your back. It's a very particular sponge. Because Dan is the way he is, I'm going to have to be pretty insistent that you name the name of it. Do you know what it's called, Dan?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you. You would call it here, I think, una esponja vegetal. I need the name of that. Sponge. I tell you what, if you don't get it by the end of the show, I'm going to give it to you because it is a sponge. Much to the chagrin of Daniel in there. All right. I need you to think now. Start thinking of baths as relaxation. What might you take in with you? As relaxation. What might you take in with you? All right, let's see what people are saying. Feno Kitty here on Instagram said wine. Vino, a glass of wine. Copa de vino. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. 6 of 100 humans said a glass of wine. Water, says Pedro. Yeah, I mean, you're going to need it. It's kind of essential. But sadly, it's not there. Wah, wah, wah. Bubble soap, says Carmen. We call that bubble bath. So it's the liquid you put in the bath, so it's all bubbly and frothy. You can feel like you're sitting in a pint of beer. But it's not there. Plastic ducks, your partner, says Carmen. Water, soap, music, says Emily. Great answers. Ivan says a sponge. Ivan Samarov said a sponge as well. You know what? I'm going to give the 2 sponge answers. I'm going to give it to you. Esponja vegetal, we call it a loofah. Loofah. Spell L-O-O-F-A-H. A loofah. Esponja vegetal. Well done, well done. All right, 2 answers left to go. MP Contel on Instagram. If you're listening, congratulations. A book is there. Anna Casan says brushes here. Cepillos. I don't understand why. Do you take a brush into the bar? I suppose you have hair, right? If you have hair, why not? Lufa Artemisa got that one. Well done, well done. All right, the last one is more of a category of things. Say you're bathing your child. You're bathing a child. What might you want to put in there with the child to keep them entertained? Dan, I'm prompting. I'm
Toys?
merely prompting. Toys. Bath toys.
Was Carlos answer one toy?
It was a toy, but not for kids. And it sounded a lot like rubber duck, but there was a vowel difference. Is bath toys there? Juguete de baño. Yes, it is, Daniel. Well done. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, for I think the first time ever, you have completed this week's 100 Humans. I think we've done that before, Dan. I think that's a ProBoh Show first. Well done, guys. I was on your side today. I wanted you to get this achievement. All right, let's go through the list. I asked 100 humans to name something you might use or take into the bath. Nombra algo que podrías usar o llevarte a la bañera. All right, in position number 7. With 6 of 100 humans, we had a glass of wine. In position number 6, we had a rubber duck, patito de goma. In position number 5, with 7 of 100 humans, a loofah, esponja vegetal. I think you guys might call it a loofah as well. I'm not too sure about that. You can correct me in the chat later. In position number 4, we had a bath toy, juguete de baño. Keep it clean in your brain. In position number 3, we had shampoo. In Spanish, 16 of 100 humans. In position number 2, we had a book, Libro. That was MP Contel, I think, on Instagram. A book, 20 of 100 humans said that. And finally, in position number 1, with 22 of 100 humans, soap. Well done, guys. I'm slowly turning into Richard Vaughan and hammering the table. My apologies, friends. There you go. You did it. Guys, thank you so much for this week. It means the world that you join me here every single day in my madness and chaos that is the ProBoh Show. And again, a big thanks to Dan the Radio Man for all his contributions this week. That's all we've got time for today. I'll see you next time.